What's the haps? I'm Moroccan. Welcome back to Wildstar. I mentioned in yesterday's video that there would be a new event in town today, and such there is, so let's take a quick look at it. Starfall is here. We have the full event details on this page. We can bust out some balloons and rile up your rouse tower, because it's time for Starfall. Head to your capital city to celebrate the discovery of Nexus, and earn some sweet explosive loot. New quests will become available each week, so make sure you check back all throughout the month. If we set the nav point, it will, I think, take us right behind us, because basically it's up here. It's behind me. It's here. Dorian is hanging around up here. This is Wildstar's second birthday, so happy birthday to Wildstar. I still feel like this is a new game. I still think of Wildstar in my head as being a new thing. Nope, it's been around 2 years now. Ain't that crazy? Let's talk to Dorian.
Yeah, I'm that Dorian Walker. I could use some help here.
Some help celebrating? Here's the cause for celebration. Wouldn't you believe it? Starfall is here again. Don't mean to toot my own horn, but it's mighty important we remember the discovery of Nexus. After all, he did discover it. Yep. What is Starfall? Starfall is when we celebrate the discovery of Nexus. That's a mighty big deal, since the exiles didn't have much place to call home, aside from a few rust buckets you call ships. Tell me, Dorian. Go on. I know you're dying to tell me who discovered Nexus. Don't mean to brag, but yours truly discovered this planet once upon a time. Of course, the dummies would have you believe this planet's part of their destined legacy or whatever it is they spout out nowadays. Truth is, I found it first. Alrighty, I'm on it. I'm on the celebrations.
No time, kid.
Fireworks, alright, sure. Pew! Yep, that's definitely a celebration. I can think of no greater celebration than to light these fireworks. Cool. I think there's a little bit more to it than this. I think this is just how we initiate things. Yay! This party's going. Woo! All right, Dorian, you got fireworks. Are you happy now? You've been celebrated.
Enjoying the work, kid? 'Cause there's more where that came from.
Set enough a little fire. I know all that Starfall's about, but it's a good first step, and it was fun.
Now that's a good start, Sparky. Thanks.
A star is born. Starfall All-Star. It'd be a shame if we came all the way here and didn't take advantage of all Nexus has to offer. How about you take a gander at what's out there? How do you celebrate Starfall? By attaching sparklers to your feet, like this chap over here. That's probably a pretty good way to do it. Well, you got the 3 F's of Starfall. Fireworks, frolicking, and, well, you know the rest. Fill in the blanks. The best way to celebrate is to drink it all in. Everything Nexus has to offer us exiles. I'm on it.
Just another step, or 3, hotshot.
I'll send a few tasks your way every now and again. Check back later if I think got something for you. Challenge accepted. Next can be a tough cookie, but I got a feeling you're up for its challenges. What do you say? And this is where we lead into this week's content. This week is challenges. So I'm going to... I know what this is because they put this on the website like beforehand, so they told you what was coming up. This week's challenge is going to be do 15 challenges. So what I want to do is I want to give you a rundown of what I reckon are probably 15 of the easiest challenges to access. Well, specifically from an exile point of view, because I don't know the Dommy's point of view. I can't offer you that particular perspective. Most of the quests that are sort of exile specific are going to have a Dommy analog, let's be honest. So if you're a Dommy, you probably have a good handle on what's going on around your capital city and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to put together a quick list of 15 of what I think are probably the easiest challenges in Nexus, so that you can tick this box off and get yourself an excellent party chest key. Where can we find them? You can walk to damn near any part of Nexus and find challenges. Pick a direction, start walking. Hell, there's a few to be had right here in Thade. I'm on it. There are indeed a few right here in Thade. So let's go find a few. Challenge numero uno. This little lady here is going to challenge you to do a bit of a sprint. You have 2 minutes to get across the town. And that's pretty easy to do. You can do this on foot. You won't get a gold medal if you do this on foot. If you have any kind of mount, you will probably get there with a gold medal with a few seconds to spare. If you have a hoverboard, it will definitely get you there with about 10 seconds to spare. If you have a mount that's not a hoverboard, I confess they are a little faster than a hoverboard. I just really like hoverboards. They'll probably get you there a little bit faster. I've never actually tried this on a mount that's not a hoverboard, but there we go, look, 18 seconds to go. And the finish lining is right over here. Don't jump over it or you can miss it. You can jump a little too high, but there we go, that's done. Challenge number 2, you have probably already done by accident before, so you may need to go over into the challenge interface over in your quest tracker to re-unlock it or reactivate it. Fortune's advertising is right near the finish line of the last one, so let's restart that. It requires us to go around and find the galactic shoppers and galactic browsers around here. They'll all be hanging around the same place. They all hang around in like groups of 2 or 3. They're all over the place, and we need to get at least 14 of them in order to tick this off. That'll give us credit for our challenge. But if you can get 28, you'll obviously get yourself a gold medal and all the prestige and power and glory that brings. That's Grandpa Odo. He is not a browser. Beware, there are a lot of things around here that look like browsers that are not. They will cost you valuable time, but I suppose if all you're after is the bronze medal, not the gold medal, then that's not too big a deal. The 14 shoppers are pretty easy to get. There's a little bit of a cooldown on the abilities, so just mash T until the things happen, or whatever you happen to rebound it to. Default is T for your challenge abilities, and yeah, just click on all the browsers and shoppers and mash T until you've done this. So how many am I up to? 12, nearly done, and one more. That was as easy as that. That is a challenge complete, technically speaking. I could do better, but it's technically complete. Challenge number 3 is here in Shindig Hollow. You know the place, we've been here for all the celebrations. This is where all the celebrations happen. And if we head here, there is Bursting Their Bubble is available, which is to deflate a bunch of poor Vins. The Vins have been, I think some prankster has been inflating them, poor things. They need deflating. So you can in fact do this on a hoverboard, which is kind of nice. So we can just zip around this place and deflate some Vins. If we get 10 of them, and there are many, these challenges I was expecting there to be more people with competing to do like the easy challenges. I thought it was one of those challenges where actually finding the objectives are going to be more challenging because this is a big event. Everybody should be doing them, right? It's not too bad actually. It's not too bad at all. So yeah, 10 of these little critters, get them deflated. Again, just drive around, click on them, press T. They will be deflated. And all's good in the world. If you can hit 20, you get a gold medal, you get extra rewards, you'll get yourself some extra points towards your capital reward track. But otherwise, if you just want to tick it off, 10 is the magic number, 10 is this magic number, and that'll do us. Challenge numero 4 can be found in Crooked Corners, this seedy little hollow of Thade. If we open up this, we can find One Exile's Trash. We can start that there, which is going to have us riding around here trying to find, well, One Exile's Trash. We're going to go through and it's litter picking. We're on litter picking duty. So, if we wander around, got to pick things up. This, even when events are on, I have found this to be surprisingly a challenge that a lot of people seem to be doing a good amount of the time. So, maybe you're going to find some competition in this one, but to be fair, you literally only need to pick up 6 of these things. Clearly that person is trying to pick up a few things as well, so let's head in different directions then. So just run around Crooked Corners, you should find a few things. I think this way maybe, not so much, kind of leaving Crooked Corners down this route. Maybe it's all been cleared out. It has, because this corridor I'm pretty sure normally has them. But that is bronze, and that's literally all we need today. Challenge number 5 on the list is up in Walker's Bluff, which is a location not a lot of people will go unless they have any real cause to do so. Quests and whatnot. It's kind of out of the way. It's all the way up on here. It's raised up on a platform. You have to climb a ways. There's a path that leads up there, and there's a path that leads up there to get up to it. But unless you were going up here for any reason, you probably wouldn't necessarily come up here. But once you get up here, there is Diary Detritus Deliverance, which is in this little area. That is, someone has lost a lot of diary pages, and that could be embarrassing for them, so we need to help them out by going around and, yeah, it's more litter picking. It's exactly the same as the last one. This one requires us to grab 8 of the things, and they are a little more far-flung, but we have a little more time to work with as well. Oddly enough, there are, as I say, a few people up here, which normally there aren't. Funny how the challenges bring people out the woodwork, isn't it? So if we can snag 8 of these, and they are all over this landing pad. If you just go for a bit of a wander around, you'll find them. They are stuck to spaceships, they are trapped under cables, they are some off in the grass. The whole area, whole Walker's Bluff area is covered in pages. I think there are some out there, I'm not seeing it at the minute, but I have seen some on the grass before. There's one over there on the grass. Can go snag that one. There's some more over there. They are, yeah, they're pretty well scattered. But if I can grab that, and if I can grab that, that is number 5 ticked off. Number 6 is over here. You might not always be able to access this one, but during the event it's probably going to be up a lot of the time. There is a maintenance platform control. If you are an explorer, you know all about that platform control, I'm quite sure. This allows you to do a bit of exploration, some stuff you might not normally be able to do. Namely this, these platforms are not here unless an explorer activates that. So, look for an explorer, ask a guildmate, ask a friend, ask somebody passing by. Chances are it might already be up, as it was here today. I didn't even need to turn that on. This was already activated because everybody's doing these challenges, so it's really easy to find. Up here there is one of the explorer missions, lets you throw this down, but what you might not know about, what you might not have come across if you're not an explorer, is up here, right up top, there is a leap of faith. If you click that, it gives you 40 seconds to jump off this tower and land at the bottom. It does give you no fall damage. It gives you 8 seconds of no fall damage, so you're okay. If you land in the cross, boop, ta-da, completed. Gives you a bronze medal. I'm not sure you can get a gold one on that one, but hey, it still counts. It's a challenge. That's literally all we were looking for. Let's move on. Number 7, take your teleporter to Blighthaven. The next few of these are really going to be aimed at kind of more end game stuff, I think. But sorry, Lobies, the game's been out for 2 years. Time to play catch up, I think, maybe a little bit. If you take your teleporter, you will wind up here at Nursery Trading Post, either here or down the other end for the dummies. And just over here, there's one of these. This is also available as a quest, but it's available anytime you like as a challenge. If we activate that, 3, 2, 1, and away we go. Oh look, a challenge begins. Run through the rings, we'll win some sort of weird, trippy, I don't know, simulated reality. We're in the Matrix, that's where we are. We're doing science. We're doing science and we're in the Matrix. That's literally what this is. Doing such research here. If you pick up the quest for this, which sometimes pops up as one of the Blighthaven dailies, admittedly it's not at the time of recording, but if it is, you can get a free teleport back at the end of it, and that's really convenient. So boom, there we go. Then, yeah, normally there'd be a thing would pop up and say, hey, you've done it, would you like to go back to where you started? I can't. That, if you do the challenge now, yeah, you playing Walk Home, so I'm playing Walk Home. I'll see you at Challenge 8. Challenge number 8! You know what, that last one was pretty fun, you know? Let's do that again. If we activate this... Boom! Back in the Matrix. Yeah! Which has got some pretty funky beats. The Matrix does have some pretty funky beats. This one's got a weird one where it literally takes you outside the challenge area very briefly, but you should be moving pretty quickly, so it shouldn't really be a problem. Just follow the rings, keep running. You don't need to jump too much in this. Actually, if you jump, it can cause problems. Just run straight off the top of the mountain, through the rings, and... to be fair, there's a little bit of a knack to this that it took me a few attempts to get it right. I don't even know that I'm going to get a gold this time, but after a couple of attempts, you kind of get the hang of it, and you can get a gold. I might have stuffed this up. Hard to tell. Maybe not. There we go. Boom. Gold. Only just. Challenge 9! Well, you were doing daily quests in the area already, right? So chances are you probably got a few of these on here. Poaching Pumera? How about some of these? These are really close to the quest hub. So we can go around and we can kill a few of these. You kill the big guys, these stalkers, they're the really nasty ones. They're still not that hard to kill. You can do this with a couple kills. There's some. I forgot, the one's mostly stolen from me. Never mind. There's loads of them to go around. There's plenty of cats around this place and they're all pretty nasty. We can kill them. And if we had free reign over this would be a lot quicker, but obviously if you're competing with people, it'll take just a smidge longer. There's a stalker over there, he looks pretty nasty. He's marked for a quest and for a challenge, and such, he's gonna go down. And with that, that's a challenge complete. Number 10 is but a stone's throw. Also here we got some skeletal scourges, which is located just around... here, yeah, that was a tricky one to locate the start of, in spite of the fact that this whole area is it. Kill pretty much anything that's a skeleton around here. So Bone Cold Ravagers are going to be your big ticket enemies. These are the ones that are going to give you most challenge completion progression. So kill one of them, that's 42% right there. These guys, they ain't skeletons, they don't count. Frostmanor Dracus, they look like they count because they're kind of weird and bony around here, but they totally don't count. Mages are alright. Strikers, kind of feeble. It all counts as it counts though, so if you want to kill things, they're worth killing. We got another mage over there, we got Death Rattle, he's challenging. Probably don't want to go for the Death Rattle. Well, I could kill Death Rattle, but for the purposes of demonstration, we're going to leave him be for now. Really, 96%. All I need is some of those guys over there, some bone cold scrappers. They'll probably do the job. They are paltry. They're trash mobs. They're not even worth killing. But I'm going to do it for a bronze medal. Far, far to the south of Arcterra is our next quest. It is at the Brittle Brisk Bluffs. Try saying that twice quickly. The White Tip Ravagers are the ones we're looking for. They're the big guys, the Yetis. All the Yetis in this area are the things we're looking to kill. We're going to interrupt that, and he's going to go down for 42% of our quest completion. Are you a Ravager? Yes, you are. Those are the big ticket items we're looking for. And again, all the other Yetis in the area will do a very similar job. Bruiser's going to give us credit. Mauler's going to give us credit. Even the big legendary enemies, the tough ones, they're also going to give you credit. But yeah, the Ravager's going to be probably your best bang for your buck. But a couple of those, and a Bruiser should do the job quite nicely. So if we can kill that. Should be doing these on your rounds anyway as part of the daily quests, so there you go, that's complete. Part 12, and continuing our lap of Arcterra and the Arctic Waste, we have Woolly Mammodin and Ashard Gronix in the Winterbone Woods. They're hanging out in the same place, they're both big, they both want to stab you with giant horns and icy hands and things. Kill them all, kill them all. This is one of the ones that's weird in that it does give you like two entirely different kinds of targets to fight for some unknown reason. I'm not going to complain too much. Titans are your valuable ones, they're the ones that are worth 42%, so kill those. Aim for the Titans, they're big, they give you a lot of credits. They may be worth it for your daily quests as well. So, as is the case with all the enemies around here, they also pop up as daily quests. So, make sure you get the things that are worth stuff to you. You can see I'm on the quest as well now. I'm getting quest credit and challenges. I'm multitasking, but that'll do me for now. Number 13, last one of these, I promise, is gonna be killing Coldwater Wallotusks and Snowfrosted Snowglugs along the Blackwater coast, which is this nice little area of icebergs and whatnot along here. Gonna be covered in all these Wallotusks, walruses, call them what you will. Alien walruses, basically what they are. Alright, so they're worth points to you, and points mean prizes. Gorguts are the big ones here, they're the 42% credit ones, so they're going to be what you're going to want to kill if you want bronze medals quick and fast for a minimum of 3 kills. Snowglugs are worth considerably less, so don't go for them if you're, unless you really want to kill Snowglugs for some reason. I would recommend killing the Gorguts. And that's bronze. Okay, we're done. Number 14 can be found in the Crimson Badlands, so it's part of another daily quest run, maybe something people do a little bit less these days. A lot of people might have either maxed out the rep or got bored of it or got all their gear or what have you, finished with the Crimson Badlands generally. However, there is one sat right here at the bottom of these steps, kinda near the exile end of things. There's a very specific place on here that you'll trigger the first time you run across here, but otherwise it's really hard to find again. It's pretty much where I'm stood, like here, right at the foot of this rock. You can mount up for this, you probably should mount up for this, I'm going to. There we go. Start the challenge, gives you 30 seconds to get to the top of the rock, or 13 if you want to do it in gold. You can do it in 13, yeah, it's pretty easy. Ta-da! That's literally the challenge. That was really easy, right? Challenge number 15 can be found here in the Dark Whisper Enclave of Celestian. It's kind of a lowish level exile kind of thing. It's an exile town. Dummies aren't really going to be able to get access to this. Sorry, dummies, but I have a lot of love for dummies anyway. Down this challenge list, it's a fairly long one because it's a fairly big zone. Somewhere down here, I have gone past it, in fact, haven't I? Dancing with Data is right there. That is what this is. We're going to do this. It's going to change our controls down the bottom. We are going to look at the screen in front of us. This one up here, the one on the monitor. And we are going to do Dance Dance Revolution, is what this is. Or Guitar Hero, take your pick. I think it's more Guitar Hero. So press the buttons as they get to the things. 1, 2, and 3 trigger the things. They seem to have simplified it. I remember back in my day, it was Control and 1, 2, and 3, and it was kind of weird. But this is... I mostly wanted to include this just because this was kind of silly fun. It's not, you're not going to be judged quite as harshly as Guitar Hero. It's more silly fun. Hit the things when they're in the circles, and they count for points. And if you can do 30 of them, you get a gold medal. How about that? That's your 15th challenge. I like that. I just like that challenge. That's just kind of a fun challenge. So that brings us back to Champion's Corner. Hopefully that's been useful to somebody. If that hasn't been useful, then I hope at least it was entertaining. We're going to talk to Dorian, we're going to wrap this thing up, we're going to see what he has for us in exchange for doing 15 challenges. Challenge his were accepted, and for that we get an excellent party chest key. It is, we need most excellent. That is going to give us access to one of these things, I think. We've got a legendary party chest key. We don't have access to that. We'll get one of those right at the end of everything if we're really good at all the things. Other than that, you can, I believe, buy them on the store as well. There is a legendary party chest key. You can go here, you can buy that. And for some reason, Drusera will whisper sweet nothings into my ear whilst I'm looking at the store. I don't know if that's necessarily supposed to happen, but okay. We can certainly unlock this chest, an excellent party chest that will do that. Boom. And I will get Sparking Spurs, Proto Bow Collection, and 20 gold. My god, what a terrible collection of rewards. I already got a bunch of those and they filled up my inventory when we started this whole shebang. Yeah, that makes my feet sparkle. Great. And those, I have some of those that I hadn't even used anyway. Wonderful! I'm so glad this was all worth it. Alright, yeah, come back next week where there will be more stuffs to do, and I'll give you a quick rundown of the more stuffs. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and this has been a quick look at some of the Starfall stuff. But thank you very much for watching, I will see you next time.